Massachusetts.
Hell yeah.
Holy crap.
Wait, you were saying something about the August institution, Ivy League institutions.
The August institution. Ours and the inferior one that was depicted in the Social Network. So,
we went to Yale, the movie's about Harvard. Come on.
For Christ's sake! Anyway, continue.
We don't have much.
what did you think
Sorry, I shouldn't curse. So let's be nice. Let's be inviting.
Harvard has so many parts to it. It is a huge institution. And
Vegas! Las Vegas! It is 11:37. We are in somewhere in the boonies of Colorado, probably.
There are lights, at least.
There are at least lights. And
so we know other people have been here.
Yes, we've been to we've been through Utah, I think.
Yes.
Either that or we might still be in Utah.
No, we're totally in Colorado.
Oh, okay, we're totally in Colorado. We are on the 70 heading east. We have traveled almost
900
almost
miles?
900 miles so far. So we've got about 2,000 left to go. Is that right?
That should be right.
2,000 left to go. I'm all snuggled up under my blanket. I have removed my shoes, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Matt.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
I'm doing well. How far are we from Webcomics weekend?
We are 1,890 miles.
1,890 miles to Webcomics weekend.
Yeah.
And we're excited. And R. Stevens cares about my existence. And we have traveled like 1,000 miles today. We traveled 1,000 miles today. And we are somewhere in buttfuck Colorado.
Right off the highway.
Right off the highway, about to sleep in my car. And I think we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing really well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off now.
Alright.
Goodbye.
Anti-tax measures, Prop
Filming
101,
me again.
We are traveling
1661.
through
First of all, the
Colorado.
opposition to those had a lot more
No,
money.
on the mountain.
There's snow on the mountains over there. We texted Chris Yates earlier to see if he wanted to hang out.
But you also had Republicans in
now
the
we're listening
states,
to NPR.
not endorsing.
This isn't even
We're
NPR.
listening to Colorado radio. Listen to Colorado news about election results.
That personhood amendment,
It is
which
November
as
3rd.
Eric
It's a
mentioned, went down
Wednesday.
Again. It was brought
It's
up in
almost 11,
2008.
and we are about
Not a
an hour and a half
surprise
out of
there. In other
Denver.
words, one might think,
Yeah.
gosh, in a year
And
with
when we get to
high
Denver, we're going to go
GOP
start a
turnout,
Tumblr
this would
for our
fare
students.
better.
well, you might think so.
And
It
we're
did
going
take off
to
about 2 or 3% more the vote than it did 2 years ago, but
Get some coffee
didn't come anywhere
and
close to
breakfast.
passing. It's
Oh,
at
eggs and
29.6%
bacon sound
right.
fantastic.
Well, there are similar measures in other states, social issue
So,
measures this election
Here we
cycle.
are, just
Not
checking
as
in.
many as we've seen in previous years, really. There were no...
Here we are in Colorado.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, and we are taking a quick break to stop at Starbucks and make a Tumblr and send it to the internet. And here's the really cool view that we have.
There's snow.
There's totally snow on the mountains. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Say goodbye.
Hi.
And you just didn't have that because, you know, proximity breeds contempt. Do you think you might want to have another one, or maybe have Daddy come in? Yeah, I guess we could talk about it. I could bring in a mini fridge with a Michelob.
I'm happy to hand it off to the humor. I don't need to go through
You got enough? You got enough of that?
Yeah,
you got
sure.
it? Okay. I don't know.
Onwards and upwards.
Here we are in southern New York, passing a really cool lake thingy.
What's the lake called?
Chautauqua Lake. Matt is driving.
I am indeed. I'm gonna crash.
And he's gonna crash. And I'm right here. And I'm awesome. I made some gloves while Matt was driving. I'm going to see if I can set this up. How's that?
Why are we doing that?
So they can see us.
Oh, why do they need to see us?
Because we're important. So let's talk about these past 2 days.
It's crazy.
It's been crazy. We hung out with Chris Yates at Chris Yates' super secret bat cave, and that was really cool. And I sat on the vinyl wall. We got pulled over 3 times. Once in Illinois, once in Indiana, and
once in Colorado.
And once in Colorado.
So
Colorado,
every day so far we've gotten pulled over.
Every day. The first time, it was not so bad. I got a warning for speeding. I think it was 83 and 75. 8 over, not too bad. The second time was the worst. Second time,
they tossed the car.
they fucking tossed the shit out of the car. They searched everything. Every fucking nook and fucking cranny. We're gonna get out and pee now, but you'll see us probably a bit later. We are, how far from?
Oh no, 300 miles?
300-ish miles from New England Webcomics weekend. The pub crawl starts in about half an hour, and we will hopefully be there about midnight-ish, and we might be able to catch up.
So let's stop talking and get moving.
We're gonna stop talking. Bye! Hey! Look! We're here! We're at Eastworks! There are cars driving by! But we're here! Meredith Grand recognized me. Ryan North recognized me. Erica Moen recognized me. Chris Yates recognized me, of course. R. Stevens did. Is that everybody?
R. Stevens was a little busy for you.
R. Stevens was a little busy because he wasn't at the table yet. We're going to head over and talk to him. And then we're going to go to an inking panel at 1:30. It's about ink. Then we're going to a coloring panel at 3:30. Is that right? Yes! Oh, at 2:30 we're going to the inking panel. At 3:30 we're going to the coloring panel.
Yep.
And it'll be super fun. And then we're going to go see Front. MC Front a lot tonight.
Positive issues are also required for the moves. All those sensible and for layers of views and all the tires on you. Only in the do when there's nobody watching you. Do it to the Margaret Thatcher. Just do it to the Margaret Thatcher.
It's gonna be awesome.
Super cool.
We should pregame for that. Yeah. Look, Eastworks. Do you see that?
Giant old factory.
It's awesome. I'm gonna live here someday. Totally.
Hi.
Hi.
What comic do you draw?
I draw short packed.
Cool. Can you name some of your characters? Who's your favorite character to draw? Busted! You're not David Willis.
How dare you? How could you say that?
And then this place was, in World War II, they made bombs to kill Hitler. And they all missed it. They missed a lot. But if you notice the beams, like in this room, these beams are steel. And then if you walk down the building, the beams are wood. Because we killed Hitler. Or they were bomb-proofing the building, and then as we killed Hitler, they're like, Hitler's still alive. Hitler's brain is still alive. Yeah. But it doesn't.
Have we all had a wonderful weekend? Are you looking forward to going back to your computers to look at these webcomics properly? Me too. If I'm too far away from my computer for too long, I develop a hive on the side of my neck, which has to be medically removed. I don't know what I'm presenting. Meredith, would you help me?
This is the first one.
All right. Most comics.
saw Silverstein go to him last night about rhinoceros.
Yeah.
And all the things that rhinoceros is good for, and one of them is to slow the monsters. Really sure of that. Yeah. I was like, if mommy would ever hit you.
Here we are in Vail, Colorado. See that snow?
Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful, except for the fact that we crashed our car last night. Okay, so it's story time. So we were driving. I was driving, and it was snowing. And we got over the hill, and everything was fine. And then it got really foggy, and just snow. And I've never driven in snow before. So we decided we were gonna pull off and just like take a breather. So we get off the ramp, and we're headed to the rest stop. And it's not snow plowed over here. So I'm driving, and we drive off a cliff. Down a mountain. We went like 10, almost 15 feet down. Yeah, something like that. And we're just caught in snow. And
You know, the road curved, but
it
the
curved.
car wanted to go straight.
Yeah, the car wanted to go straight, and I wanted it to turn, and it would not turn. Get to the rest stop. We call AAA. AAA comes eventually, after like an hour and a half. And he wenches us out, pulls us out, we're good. And we're waiting for a cop to show up for like an insurance claim. And cop never shows up. Half an hour later, maybe an hour later, cop shows up, finally. And, oh, meanwhile.
Yeah, you forgot the part where the tires fucked up.
Yeah, meanwhile, front right tire is fucked up. And we don't figure this out until AAA guy leaves. Finally, cop shows up, and we ask lovely cop to help us change the tire. Well, it's not gonna work because it's off axle or something. It's wobbly. It's bad. So another tow guy shows up and tows us out. So now we're stuck in fucking Vail, Colorado, which is like a ski resort. So everything's hella expensive, disgusting, extremely expensive. So, we sleep in my car, and let's talk about sleeping in my car.
It was bad, but we've had as bad on this trip.
I don't think we've had this bad.
I would say we have. We were wet.
We were so wet, the lighter would not work in the car because it was so wet. And there was, we woke up, and it was, all the windows were just white, covered in snow. But
I was afraid my nose was gonna freeze.
It was bad. I was worried about my toes. But yeah, adventure. So now we're here. We're waiting on the mechanic to look at my car. Hopefully we'll be out of here in a few hours. Best case scenario. Hopefully we aren't stuck here for, you know, a few days. Hopefully we don't have to buy a new fucking axle for my car, because we're both broke. Thanks to Webcomics weekend. Totally worth it though. Anything else to say?
No, I'm cold.
Okay, we're gonna give the internet a little tour later of just the scenery. It's pretty pretty. It's pretty. But hey, check out that view. That's pretty nice. Not a bad place to get fucked up.